So with us in the studio is veteran boxing analyst Ronnie Nathanielszz. Ronnie, again, good morning. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I don't mind.
We're minutes away from the historic red carpet press conference. And what do you think about this? What do you think about how, one, they chose only to have one press conference? Normally you have two or three. Sometimes we've seen Pacquiao go from LA to New York to London, okay, to promote his fights. What kind of message is Floyd Mayweather Promotions saying when they're saying, oh, we only need one big one in LA?
Yeah, you don't need to publicize this fight. I mean, you don't need, the other fights you need to hype up.
Yeah.
This one you don't. People have waited 5 years for this. Now it's here. Why would you?
There's been a promotion ongoing for 5 years.
Yeah, so they need to get one press conference,
yeah,
face to face, before the fight week, and that should be enough. That should be really be enough.
Well, it may be one, but it's grand. You know, it's
grand.
Hollywood style, red carpet,
Nokia Theater.
Nokia Theater, nonetheless. You know, what kind of a statement is that saying as well?
That says this is the biggest fight of all time. This is the fight of the century. That really reinforces that concept of it being the greatest fight of all time. Certainly. Now it's up to the two fighters to give us the greatest fight of all time. You know, that's important.
Are we just going to see one fight? Because, well, there's a potential that we'll have a winner. There's a potential that could be a draw. There's a potential always to have a rematch, but it was not included in the contract, right? There was no rematch clause.
The reason they never incorporated that into the contract, TJ, is because they don't want the public to feel, this is a Luto. I mean, this is a fake thing. You win today, you rematch. They didn't want the public to get that wrong impression, that perception. So, if the fight is close, no matter who wins, I think there'll be a rematch.
Okay.
If Mayweather loses, I think there'll be a rematch. So, it depends on a number of things. It depends on how this fight goes about. But Mayweather will never fight in the Philippines, believe me. No way.
I think Bob was joking when he
Bob
said
was
that,
joking. He's joking all the time. Mayweather. People want to bring him to the Philippine Coliseum. Great venue, great idea, but Mayweather won't fight that one.
Not even Dubai, not even Macau?
No way. No way.
What about the bigger stadiums in the U.S.? I mean, in Texas, you could have 100,000 people.
He could have fought in Texas, but he didn't. Las Vegas is his home. Las Vegas is where he's pampered by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. That's where the judges are sympathetic towards him, so why get out of that comfortable cocoon?
All right, well, you mentioned already Las Vegas and the Athletic Commission. That has been one of the most difficult issues in the past, the drug testing he demanded. How has things moved since then? Obviously, Manny said, don't do anything you want.
Yeah.
But is that going to bother him? Because we heard reports before that he was afraid of needles, he doesn't want to get drawn blood before the fight or things like that.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. You know, these are some of the things that were floated around by people who don't know what they're talking about. Now, Manny is not afraid of blood. He got blooded in his first fight with Eric Morales, just wiped the blood and continued fighting. So, hindi naman totoo yan. That's not true. Manny is not afraid of blood. Now, the drug testing was something that he didn't want to be put into a corner by Mayweather, you know, making so many demands of him. And now they agreed, finally, okay, because he wanted to get the fight done. Now, there's still a question. The drug testing is going to be done by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agent, whatever that is. Not WADA. WADA is the voluntary drug testing agency headed by Dr. Goodman, who was formerly with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And that is supposed to be the more reliable one. I don't know. So you can test him all you want, but you won't find anything in Pacquiao.
Win, lose, or draw, does it affect either of their legacy? Positively or negatively?
If Pacquiao wins, the legacy of Mayweather has gone out of the window.
Out the window?
Out of the window.
Okay.
Because somebody avoided for 5 years, then he loses the fight. What legacy are you talking about? Now, if Pacquiao loses, his legacy is not really damaged, unless he loses very badly. His legacy is, I'm talking about Pacquiao. Unless he loses very badly, his legacy is not damaged because he's lost before and he's come back from those losses. So that will not affect his legacy. And for us in this country, he is a hero. No matter what anybody says, hero becomes zero. Never mind what Floyd Mayweather Sr. Says, because he's cuckoo to begin with. So,
does legacy even matter? I mean, most people perceive that it does matter to Floyd. That's why people have always thought he's been avoiding Manny,
exactly.
until now he's older and he's at the right time to defeat him compared to 5 years ago. But do you think it even matter to Manny? Does he even care? He just
no,
wants to get out
he
there and
doesn't.
fight?
He just wants to fight, and he wants an opportunity to try and beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. And he seems confident that he'll be able to do that. Now, even if he does it, it will be a tremendous achievement for him. But even if he loses, I don't think it's going to bother him that much.
Does the money matter? How much does it matter?
It matters. I mean, if Manny is going to get $80 million, that's the biggest purse of his life. And you can be sure that he will give it his all, so that he deserves that $80 million that he'll get. So I'm happy for him. We all should be happy for him, and realize that Mayweather actually offered him $40 million before, and he declined.
That's right.
On the phone, he took the phone of Mike Cons and then offered Manny $40 million. Manny refused.
Okay.
So now he's likely to get $80 million.
That's good bargaining skills.
So Manny was smart in turning down that $40 million offer.
Well, if, as you said, there's a possibility of it ending close either way, and there's a rematch, do you think the value of that rematch could go even higher?
Yes, certainly. If it has to be a good fight, not just a close fight. It has to be a good fight and close. Then the value of a rematch will certainly go up. But I get a little concerned about if it's a close fight. I get a little concerned with the judges. To be honest with you, the Las Vegas judges are not my particular favorites. The referee will be fine. I think the referee will probably be Kenny Bayless. I hope it is, because he's a good referee. He's probably the best in the world. And I don't think Mayweather would want Tony Weeks, because Tony Weeks allowed Marcos Maidana to get away with a lot in their first fight. So I don't think Mayweather will probably veto Tony Weeks.
So whose choice would it be? Will it be Mayweather?
No, it's the commission's choice. But the fighters have an opportunity to object.
They do.
They have an opportunity. And if Mayweather is calling the shots and it's Las Vegas, and he doesn't want Tony Weeks, goodbye Tony Weeks. Now Vic Drakulich is the other possible contender for referee, but I think it'll be ultimately Kenny Bayless.
Right. Manny said something very interesting in one of the interviews that Dan aired earlier. Motivation to win, or just even to have this fight happen. He said that one of his motivations is he wants to again put the Filipino at another level. Obviously open the door for international boxing. You got Tanaya there, Viloria, Boom Boom back then, and even Nietes out there. But this is bringing it to a whole other level. And he says that he's hoping that with this fight, whatever happens, he'll see another Filipino wave the flag in the international scene again. But where are we in that respect? How close or how far is the next one coming up? We've got a big event, at Pride 30.
28.
With two of arguably the best next to Manny Pacquiao. The Ronnie Nietes. Three.
Ronnie Nietes, Donaire, and Prince Albert Pagara. Yeah, we got three great fighters on that card. But Samson Lewkowicz, the international promoter and matchmaker, who's handling Marvin Marvelous Sonsona, who is signed up, by the way, with Al Heyman.
Okay.
They think, he told me the other day, he is going to be the next superstar, and he is going to carry the torch after Manny Pacquiao.
Marvin Sonsona.
He's a tremendous fighter if he just can screw his head right.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that.
He ruined his career, but now he's trained at Big Bear. He's now training in Las Vegas. He's very disciplined. He's training with Roy Jones Jr. He's sparred with Sugar Shane Mosley. So he's come a long way. And Samson Lewkowicz has given him an apartment, 3-room apartment in Las Vegas with all the amenities. He's got cable, TV, he's got internet, everything. So he's satisfied. He's a satisfied fighter.
Is he getting the same breaks that Manny got back then? I mean, remember the humble beginnings of Manny with Freddie Roach in LA, and 10 guys renting one small motel room, some sleeping in the back.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
You've seen that, right?
Yes, yeah. Actually, Manny was a little lucky. Manny was lucky because Freddie Roach, when he did the punch meets with him, Freddie Roach, after a few seconds, said, "This guy is impossible. You know, he's an incredible fighter, so much power, so much speed." And then he got the fight against Leg Dwaba. The opponent of Leg Dwaba was injured 2 weeks before the fight. They asked Manny whether he's willing to take it. He said, "Yeah, I'll take it." Yeah. And that's the end. That's the beginning of the story. Yes.
Well, we are moments away from the big red carpet press conference in Los